It was one heck of a run in Tallahassee last year. A 100-plus point performance against South Florida, and it was no fluke because they took down Florida State by 20-plus as well a season ago to get to Albany and the Sweet 16. Ran into Asia Wilson in South Carolina, but a magical run for 4 seniors, including arguably the greatest point guard in Buffalo history, Stephanie Reed. What a run last season, and they're right back at it this year.
So fun to watch. I think the thing that impressed me the most is we got to cover them when they made it to the Sweet 16 in Albany last year, and that loss to South Carolina was how much joy they played with, how much joy Felicia Leggett-Jack coaches with. And to me, that's a big part of the game, is they do a great job of execution on that end out of bounds to get Summer Hemphill a great look on the left block.
After a cold start, 5 for their last 6, the Bulls. In the hands of Wilson. Experienced player, the grad transfer from URI. Garantes, a deep one, trying to beat the clock. Tipped alive by Harris. A 3 for Mack. Another offensive rebound, Harris. This time it's Garantes. Another offensive rebound, this time it's Stacia Carey and 1.
Stacia Carey and 1.
Let's credit Rutgers on this play for sticking with it. I mean, their resiliency. They got 3 incredible looks at the basket, and finally, the 4th time inside the arc, they're able to get a finish. That's got to be how they play offensively. Now, obviously, they're going to hope to make outside shots.
Right.
But I think they have a great advantage on the interior. And against Buffalo's matchup zone, a lot of times you can find pockets where you can get free runs to the offensive glass, and Buffalo needs to try and shore that up on those outside shots.
The foul was the second on Onwuka, so she came out and Autumn Jones came in. Rutgers is at 29% from three-point range in the season. That was last among the 14 Big Ten teams, but they typically are one of the better rebounding teams in the Big Ten. Not an easy thing to do in that conference. Dangerous pass, but Hall comes out with it. Numbers for Buffalo, and Jones finishes.
Jones.
Senior out of Indianapolis puts Buffalo back in front. Wilson did not play at the NCAA tournament at Rhode Island, so making her debut in this her 116th career game. Another good look for Mack. Nearly another offensive board for Stacia Carey. Here's Dillard. Behind the line, and again knocks down a 3. Her 3rd already.
She has range, but the most important component of Sierra Dillard's game is her fearlessness. I mean, she believes she's the best player on the court when she walks onto it and is completely unafraid to pull up from anywhere.
Knocked that one away. What a save, but to Garantes, and she's able to take advantage with the pass to Carey. Dillard seems to be okay. She was kind of rubbing at a rib area a little bit there. The ball right back in her hands. Traveling violation on Hall.
I thought the one more pass could have come right on the catch for Hannah Hall. Had an open player in the corner. Wanted to drive and kick there. Rutgers, you could see how they speed you up in the half court. Double teams with Dillard to get the hands off the basketball from the best player and try and get to the other side where you have numbers.
Garantes, not afraid to shoot it. She's knocked down a couple.
No, she's been good. I mean, she's been aggressive. She's been finding holes in the zone, turning and looking, and she's open. She hasn't hesitated. That's really important.
Hemphill trying to step through. Count the bucket and the foul. That'll be the second on Harris, and Summer Hemphill with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, you just have to love the way Summer Hemphill plays. She's got tremendous athleticism, undersized in this matchup, but her athleticism helps to make up for it. off the dribble with the left hand scoop. Pretty play.
Summer Hemphill averaging a double-double this season, has 13 of them this year after 10 in her first 2 seasons combined. Exceptionally efficient, and has put up big numbers despite missing the first 9 games of the season. She was academically ineligible until mid-December at the semester break. Put together a career season after rejoining her team. Nice job. The one dribble by Charisse Wilson opened her up.
You see the middle that Rutgers has exploited, right? Garantes hits the jumper from there. Get the ball in the middle of the floor against the zone and look to attack.
Dillard doing that on the attack. Here comes Carey. Wilson. Carey slapped it out. Won by Dillard. Dillard into a body of Giles, and will draw the foul on the Quebec native Maëlle Giles.
Rutgers foul. Number 13, Maëlle Giles.
So for the first time tonight, Sierra Dillard goes to her second residence. That's the free throw line.
2 free throws.
Incredible run for Sierra Dillard with all of these records, including the now 273 free throw attempts on the season this year. That's the most in the country. Mack is out.
Yeah, we see that a lot at the pro level. I mean, the players that are able to be in that high 20s, 30 points per game, what do? They get to the free throw line.
James
right?
Harden is about as good of an example as we have. Russell Westbrook, Paul George this season. A little slip pass from Broughton inside, looking for Carey. Shot clock is off, and Buffalo can hold for the final shot. Got the lengthy Garantes guarding Dillard. A high hedge by Carey, and then the blitz. Jones heard the crowd, threw it up, and banked it in for 3. She heard a crowd chanting the wrong time. You hear that a lot from opposing fans. Well, Jones forced one up and drilled it to put him up by 6.
She had no idea how much time was left on the clock. She thought there was less than there was, because the Rutgers